everyone. I hope you guys are well. This is Debs, and of course, this is your singles reading for the month of June 2025. Thank you so much for being here. It's lovely to be with you. Now, guys, I feel that we might have a situation here where two people have been dancing around each other. Very happy to show that the attraction is there, the chemistry is there, a lot of flirting. Might even have been a sort of friends with benefits type situation, but neither of these two have touched on emotion. Now, it could be because one person's fallen in love and the other person is not sure. The other person may want to keep things light. One person may feel it's not mutual. It might be because both of these two are simply fearful of being rejected. There could be also a little bit of pride in the mix. Well, I'm not going to express my feelings because what if this person turns around and says, yeah, I'm sorry, I just wanted a sort of casual fling thing, right? Afraid of rejection, afraid also that if they start talking about emotion and the other person doesn't feel the same, this connection's going to dissolve. So there's been a lot of sort of walking on eggshells around each other. The person that I feel carries the most emotion has been waiting for the other person to say something, but they just haven't. The person that feels the most chemistry, I feel this person isn't sure that this would actually work out as a proper relationship. But there's a lot of silence in terms of talking about feelings. Archangel Michael saying, yes, okay. Okay. Is this about two people taking a deep breath and just getting everything out there? Facing their fears? It could be, guys. It could be. Anyway, the deck that I'm using is the Lightseers Tarot. I'm still kind of fiddling around with my setup, fiddling around with the audio. I am potentially going to be improving the sound, so do bear with me, guys. I know I've been saying that for a while, but you know what? It's been one thing after the other. A lot of changes going on with me over the last few months, and it's been pretty chaotic. I've only just settled into a new place. I think I've done quite well, to be honest, but there we go. The sound will be improved, and the setup I'm going to fiddle with a little bit. Anyway, enough about me, guys. Let's get into this reading and see what's going to be happening. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Just for my singles, please. What's going on in the situation? Okay, you ready? You ready? Four of Wands, yeah. So the person whom we are connecting with is thinking about the Four of Wands, is thinking about the fact that they would like this to move into something more stable. They would like this to cement into a proper relationship, but they may feel they're a long way away from that. This is what they're wanting. Really hope that this situation, I'm hearing, grows roots. Okay. Yes. 10 of Cups. Whoever we're connecting with, this person is daydreaming about a 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands situation with someone who may seem to be slightly elusive, or someone who may have a lot of options. And I feel there's a growing sense of frustration. Is this going to stay at this type of shallow level? Should I wait it out? Should I move on? But this person has been afraid to express their feelings. It could be because they believe their feelings wouldn't be reciprocated. I don't know. In the past, guys, Ace of Swords. The truth came out that these two were very attracted to each other, and I think after a period of time, they saw more and more of each other. And I don't know why I didn't say dating. These two never fell into a girlfriend-boyfriend dating situation. They simply decided to spend more time together. So there wasn't a status put on this connection. It might be out of fear, they didn't want to label it, or somebody felt embarrassed saying, okay, are we boyfriend, girlfriend? They just began to spend time together. That's all I'm getting, guys, okay? After that time, the Strength card. After that time, Leo energy, one person held back, started to hold back from getting physical, okay? So these two carried on seeing each other, but one person was more and more reticent to delve into the physical aspect of this connection. Sorry, guys, sounds like 1940s, but it's YouTube, right? In this person's head, Two of Swords, I think whoever has been dreaming of moving this into a Four of Wands, 10 of Cups type situation feels as if it's not going to happen. Feels as if these two are never going to fully move into a proper relationship and they should stop communicating. In the immediate future, Six of Swords. Wow. So, my lovely singletons, whoever I feel has developed strong emotion, but has been feeling frustrated that this, for the other person, seems to have remained as a sort of physical connection, just chemistry, you know, they meet up, they get it on, and then they go home, right? I think whoever has felt frustrated, feeling as if it's never going to move into a relationship, is deciding to move on in the future. Realizing the other person may not want to get more serious. The thing is, they've been reticent to leave this behind because there's never been that conversation. They don't know for sure that the other person's just looking for a physical relationship. They don't know for sure. But they've certainly hung around long enough for the other person to open up, and the other person has not. So they are assuming that whoever this is didn't feel any emotional attachment to them. So out of disappointment, they're moving on. In this person's fears, yeah, exactly, Ace of Wands, fearing that this was purely a sexual connection and that was it. No emotion, kind of, we meet up now and again, yeah, we have a few drinks, we enjoy each other's company, we end up in bed, go home, and maybe we catch up in 2 or 3 weeks, and it happens all over again. This person who's been dreaming of moving this into a relationship, I think, is deciding to head off in another direction, afraid that this is going to continue to be just a very shallow connection, right? Whoever their person is, they're sat in the Three of Pentacles. The reason why this person has not opened up about their feelings is that they have been quietly dating somebody else. I don't think this person, looking very disappointed, knew that the person that they've been spending all this time with was actually dating, communicating, flirting with somebody else. In this person's hopes, the King of Cups. Oh, yeah. I think whoever this individual is, let's for argument's sake, guys, say a woman. I'm sorry, but I can't keep saying this person, that person. It gets very confusing. So let's say this is a female who is looking for a relationship. She has been casually seeing a masculine who I think is coming through as a King of Cups. But unbeknown to her, this King of Cups has been quietly flirting, dating another woman. I think he hasn't expressed his feelings because he's been trying to make a decision between 2 women. Potentially. The outcome, guys, the Four of Pentacles. I'm hearing getting a bit strategic. So what I think this female's going to do is move herself to calmer waters, say to this King of Cups, you know what, this isn't really satisfying for me. It's not really the sort of connection I was looking for. I think we're on 2 different pages, right? I think this woman is feeling that that's the right course of action because she genuinely cannot cope with this staying at a sort of friends with benefits type casual physical connection. It's not what she wants. She feels as if she's wasting time. I also feel, though, that in the back of her mind, what she's believing is, if this guy genuinely has feelings for me, he's going to run after me and say, actually, no, I just wanted to take my time. She may be being a little bit strategic, but not in a negative sense. She may just feel that in a nicer sense, this guy just needs a little bit of a kick up the backside in order for him to express his feelings, right? So by holding back and sort of telling this guy she's moving on, she feels, well, if he is in love with me or developing feelings for me, he's not going to like that. And it may be the time that he actually opens up to me. So she's deciding this is the best course of action. Clarification for her, the Hermit. She could be a Virgo. She's pulled back. She's been doing a lot of soul searching. She has been beginning to feel very disconnected from this guy. I mean, there's only so long, people, let's be really honest, that you can continue having sex with somebody without feelings developing. I mean, yes, we're in the day and age where people date casually and thousands of people just want to date casually, but it's the most intimate thing that you can do with another human being. So surely that deserves respect. And I feel this is a woman who's got continually upset, having all these deep emotions for this King of Cups, where he's just seen this as a sexual connection. And she's told herself, I just can't do this to myself anymore. So she's pulling back. Very interesting. Yeah, but she's upset. She's upset that she feels she's got no option but to do this, right? To disconnect from him, to say, okay, enough. But she feels she's got no choice because he's not expressing any feelings. Nothing's changing. They could have been in the situation for quite a few months. And there's a sense that she doesn't want to waste time if this guy doesn't feel the way she does. So she's sad. She doesn't want to disconnect, but she feels she's got no choice. She has too much self-respect, is what I want to say. Now, this King of Cups is casually, unbeknown to this woman, dating somebody else. I think he has been, in the nicest sense, casually dating two women to sort of figure out which one he would prefer. But because up until this point of time, the woman he's been casually dating hasn't kicked up a fuss, hasn't pressured him, hasn't said to him, okay, what is this? Are we boyfriend, girlfriend? Are we dating? What's going on? He hasn't actually made a decision. This guy's been thinking, well, because this woman hasn't put any pressure on me up until this point of time, I'm just going to continue casually dating both. Why not, right? I'm a single man. This woman hasn't told me that she wants a relationship, so yeah, let's just keep things going. Now he may be realizing she is pulling back. She may decide to completely disconnect. What he's thinking about is the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. Yes. He's thinking as to whether or not he's really ready to get serious with this woman. Four of Cups. At this point, he knows that she's very disappointed it hasn't moved into something more serious. He knows it. Because we have this conversation here. She's saying to him, I think I should move on. I'm really sorry, but this isn't working for me. I'm not happy. I think we should just disconnect. What he is saying to her is, well, I thought we were kind of just getting to know each other, taking it slowly. What he's not saying to her is he's actually been dating another woman on the side. He knows, this King of Cups knows that this woman sat feeling very disappointed, discontented, right? A bit fed up. He knows that this woman is really wanting a long-term relationship with the Ten of Pentacles, and he knows that is the real reason why she's detaching. So he knows deep down that she's fallen in love with him, but he's been trying to figure out his own feelings. Underneath the deck, guys, we have the world. We have the world. This is a cycle that this female is closing out, this woman is closing out, Because to be honest, this guy's just taking forever. Knight of Pentacles. Months and months and months. He's just not catching fire in the way that she wants him to. It's not progressing. So, Page of Swords, this is a difficult message of truth. I'm sorry, but this isn't working for me. We've been seeing each other for months now, or at least several weeks. Is this going to go anywhere? You know, I think she's detaching. Yeah, because she's sick of being in her head. Eight of Swords. She's just sick of feeling really confused about this. Is he interested in me genuinely? Does he see this moving into a relationship or not? And she doesn't have the courage to ask him because in her mind, if he did feel that way, he would express it, you know? But she doesn't know for sure. He could be sat in a little bit of pride and ego. She could be too. She may not want to ask him outright in case he says, I'm sorry, I don't feel that way about you, you know? But she's decided to let this go. So guys, let's see what's going on here. Is he going to run after her? Is he going to express how he feels? Is she going to meet somebody else? So Archangel Michael, tell us about this female, this woman. The Empress. Oh, she is so ready. She is so ready. Yeah, she's dreaming of being a wife. If she's of the age, she may be dreaming of having children. She is just ready. She is just ready. Yeah, she believes that these two met for a reason. She's ready to move into a new cycle. The problem is it's not happening with this guy. He keeps breadcrumbing her. Six of Pentacles. Yeah. Yeah. And even though with the Three of Wands, she's been hoping her ships are going to come in, it just hasn't worked out. It's staying at a sort of shallow see you when I see you type situation. And I think she feels a bit like a fool. She may feel that ultimately with this energy, she'd be better off totally breaking free of this connection to find someone who does want to commit. We got Aries energy with a Fool. She may also feel that she's taking too much of a risk in assuming at some point that these two are going to start seriously dating. She doesn't know if it's ever going to happen. And because she's really ready to get serious, and this could be a woman who is anything from late 20s to 40s, she doesn't want to waste time. So in the past, guys, truth and honesty was spoken. When these two met, Ace of Swords, I think what that was simply both of these two realized that they were single, right? Oh, you're single. Oh, you're not dating anyone. And I think because the chemistry was strong, they just thought, great, well, let's just see how it goes. Yeah, both of them were single. Both sat in the Nine of Pentacles energy. So I don't think there was a serious sit-down conversation, you know. I think you're great. You know, what do you want in a relationship? Are you looking for something serious? Are you looking for something casual? No, because to be honest, guys, it doesn't happen that way in relationships or connections these days, does it? You meet someone, you figure out whether or not they're single, the chemistry's there, and you just go with the flow, right? That's what happens. You don't sit down and grill someone and say, just so that you know, I want 2.4 kids, a Volvo and a Labrador. No, because you're afraid of putting them off. And if you're the sort of person who wants a casual connection, you don't start off by saying to somebody, just so that you know this is going to be sexual because I don't want to get serious, because you, again, don't want to put someone off. So these days, you've got to use your intuition. I think both of these two realized they were single. There was chemistry, right? They both made each other happy. Everything flowed. It was all good. And they just carried on seeing each other when they could. Seeing each other when they could. Oh, but I feel after a certain period of time, everyone's situation is going to be different, guys. Could be weeks, could be months. I think this woman began to feel very stressed because I think she was falling in love with him, but didn't know if he felt the same. After that time, I think she began to hold back. And maybe if this guy messaged her to say, hey, it's a Friday night, can I come round? Or if these two lived at a distance, this guy or this woman would say, you know, maybe we could travel to meet up. I think she began to cancel meetups. I'm actually hearing hookups. Okay. I think she began to hold back getting physical with him. I think that's what happened. There might have been an argument. Because in the nicest sense, maybe this guy got used to just turning up when he felt like it and her to put out and for them to have a sexy night and then for him to leave in the morning or later on that evening. And I think when she began to pull back, it may have hit his ego. Or if this is a guy who was developing feelings for her, because people we don't know yet, then he may have felt a bit embarrassed thinking, oh my God, she's gone off me, right? Doesn't she like, you know, the physical aspects of this? Maybe I'm not doing what I need to do in the bedroom. I mean, he may have felt rejected or that she just wasn't being satisfied, right? And so maybe out of a sense of embarrassment or mortification, feeling she was losing interest in him, he may have had an argument with her. She may have fired back thinking, oh my God, the only thing he really wants is a physical connection. And he doesn't understand my point of view. So this might have got testy, a bit difficult. Might have got a bit difficult. Yeah, because there was a heck of a lot of sexual chemistry, but it was becoming toxic. It was becoming toxic, yeah. I mean, lots of flirtatious messages, sexy messaging, and then a massive row. And then these two possibly spent, you know, a couple of weeks away from each other, and then the guy would message the woman again, and then it would all happen. And it was a cycle. It would all happen again. It was a cycle. I think this woman got fed up with this cycle, wanted to break this never-ending situation of friends with benefits, is what I'm hearing. So, now guys, take it as it resonates. May not be your story, okay? It may be that the woman is wanting a physical connection, the guy is falling in love, got a King of Cups, take it as it resonates. Two of Swords is what this woman is thinking about. She is blocking him. She is deciding, I'm simply not going to pick up the phone. I'm simply not going to answer any more text messages. Yeah. Because she's looking for a balanced, serious relationship. This could be a woman who is simply ready to get engaged and get married, right? And she feels she's justified in doing that because he's not opening up and expressing how he feels. Deep down, though, she's heartbroken because she really didn't want it to get to this point. Yeah. But she was developing feelings with the moon, Cancerian energy. And I think she struggled in keeping her feelings to herself. And it just became too much. Yeah. I think she was almost fearing that he was going to get used to this type of connection and things would never change. So she may have thought, well, I put up with just a casual connection to begin with because I thought we were getting to know each other, but nothing's changing. He's still treating me like, you know, the woman he sees on a Friday when he feels like it. I don't feel as if I'm really part of his life. He may not have introduced her to his friends or his family. I think she's felt very sad about this. Yeah. So what she's thinking about is 8 of Wands. I've got to block messages. I want a balanced connection, right? It's going to break my heart because I have deep feelings for him, but I just got to tell him. I've just got to tell him I don't want to see him anymore. So that is what she's doing here, guys. 6 of Swords, she's determined to move ahead. She's feeling very sad. She's dealing with mixed emotions. This is someone who feels, okay, well, I've got to move on. I don't really want to, but I can't sit feeling all these emotions and feeling as if it's one-sided, you know? What he hasn't told her is that he has been dating somebody else as well as her. I think, to be honest, he has developed feelings for this woman, but there may have been another woman in his life who was very flirty, very sensual, seduced him, was very happy with friends and benefits, and so he just thought, okay, why not? Why not? Let's just date both. But what he's realizing now is she did want a serious relationship. That's what she really wanted. And she's very unhappy at having to disconnect from him. So guys, shall we get timing? Archangel Michael, when do we have the Six of Swords and the Three of Pentacles for my singles? Thank you, Michael. 21st of July. Okay, he's pointing forward. So I'm sorry, guys, next month, 21st of July, pointing forward. 4th of August. Oh, okay. That's it. 21st of July to the 4th of August. That's not very long, guys. I think these two may have what Archangel Michael's telling me, a sort of final couple of conversations before she completely detaches. It's almost as if she wants to give him a chance to turn around and say, I do have feelings for you. But I think he's going to be a bit shell-shocked. Okay, people, I'm moving the camera a fraction. Sorry, should have done this before. That's a bit better. Okay. Let's have a look at this King of Cups energy. Yeah. 7 of Pentacles. I think he's been looking at the time that he's been casually seeing this woman, and it might just be hitting home that actually he's been seeing her for quite a while. Could have been 7 months. Could have been 7 months, guys. What is he realizing here? The Death card, Scorpio. He could be a Scorpio. King of Cups. But Cancerian energy, Pisces energy here too, could be anyone. The Death card is him understanding that the reason why she's detaching from him is nothing's changed. He's just continued with the way things were because he was happy with that. It was an ideal situation for him because he was dating 2 different women, happy that things were nice and casual with this woman, no pressure, all is good. What he's realizing now is she's about to leave his life. Unless things change and transform in this connection, she's gone. What is he realizing here? Yeah, Temperance. That he has been coasting for way too long. And what is interesting is we have 2 circles here, circle of light, circle of shadow. It's almost as if he didn't want to do anything wrong. I don't think he was trying to be sneaky, but he simply felt, well, if she's not, kicking up a fuss, wanting things to move forward with me, then I guess we keep this as being casual. And so this is great because I've got a lot of time to make a decision. But I think he's actually got used to simply dating 2 women, but just not telling the other woman about the other one, Oh, well, if nobody's causing any problems here, then I'll just carry on as I have been. But now he's in danger of losing this woman, and what he's realizing is he needs to make some kind of choice. Whoops, my little Oscar's just come in, guys. If I jog the table, I'm sorry. What is he realizing here? 5 of Wands. He's either still in mental conflict. Oh my God, how do I feel about the fact that she doesn't want to see me anymore? He's sort of just taking it in, but he may also be realizing that he kind of wants to fight off the competition. She may have made things very easy for him before. Yeah, come round when you got time. Okay, 11 o'clock, it's all right, don't worry. I'm going to be in. Yeah, sure, you want to leave a couple of things at my house. That's all right. It's okay. I know you're busy. See you in a couple of weeks. She's been making life really easy for him, and he's got used to it. Now she's sort of standing up for herself, saying, okay, no more. I think he's realizing he doesn't want to lose her. I think he's realizing he doesn't want to lose her. What is he realizing here? Yeah, he's got to make a choice. Otherwise, she is out of his life. He's got to make a choice. Yeah. It's as if, okay, am I happy with letting her go or not? I don't think he is. Yeah. There's a sense of, okay, she doesn't know that I was casually dating another woman. So, of course, she's going to be confused, thinking, well, why hasn't this moved forward? I was just happy with the status quo, thinks the King of Cups. I was casually dating 2 different women. Why not? I'm single, you know. Neither of these 2 women talked about wanting a relationship before, so I thought it was okay. And so what he's realizing now is he either lets her go or he fights for her and he lets go of the other woman. What is she saying to him? Yeah, 2 of Wands, really interesting. So what she's saying to him is, look, I've given you more than enough time. I've been patient with you. We've spent some lovely moments together, but I still feel as if you're sitting on the fence about a relationship and it's making me unhappy. What is she saying to him? Hangman, yeah. I mean, what she's saying to me is, look, I see your point of view that you didn't want to jump straight into something serious, but you know what? It's been quite a while here. And I feel as if now I'm self-sacrificing. She's actually being very sweet about this. It's as if she's saying, look, I'm sorry to put pressure on you, but I can't do this anymore. She's not having a go at him. She's not causing an argument. But remember, guys, she doesn't know that this King of Cups has actually been dating another woman on the quiet. What else is she going to say to this guy? Yeah. She's going to have the courage, people, to speak her truth. I mean, hats off to her. She's going to swallow her pride and say, I am looking for an emperor. I'm not looking for a friends of benefits situation. I'm not looking for a guy who just wants to come around when he feels like it, you know. I am looking for a serious relationship. And I simply don't think that we're on the same page. She's being so mature about this. She's not screaming at him and saying, I'm really upset, I'm really angry, you've strung me along. No, she's very calmly saying, I want this type of relationship and I simply feel you're looking for something different. The thing is he now realizing he doesn't want to lose her? What else is she saying to him? Yeah. She's kept this flame alive for this guy for quite a long time. But with the 9 of Wands, she's feeling a bit like a fool. She's feeling as if it's never going to lead to something stable. Chariot. Cancerian energy. Is she actually moving, guys? Is she taking a leap of faith and a risk and moving to another location? She might be. She might be thinking, to hell with this. I'm going to move to a brand new area, meet different people, a brand new social life. She may be trying to get a job in a new area. And maybe, guys, this is something he didn't expect. Not only is she detaching from him, but she's moving to another area. What's the energy between the 2 of them? The Tower, Aries, Scorpio. I think with a bit of a shock, she might realize that he may have been casually dating someone else. And I think the Tower moment for him is the fact that she's just disconnecting. So, guys, what this woman is hoping for is that he will finally express how he really feels. She's steeling herself for him to come out with, well, okay, we had some fun, never mind, I wish you well, which will break her heart, as in, for me, this is just purely physical, but she's hoping that he's developed feelings for her. I think he has, but he didn't want her to know that there was another option that he was sort of casually seeing at the same time. So she's holding back with the Four of Pentacles. She's going to speak her piece and then cut communication. Not with a shout, not bursting into tears, very calm, but she means it. She's not messing around. So there's going to be a final conversation and then she's going to hold back. That's it. Yeah, 6 of Wands. She's going to hold back. I think she's turning her back on this altogether and potentially thinking, all right, maybe I should concentrate on my career. Stop thinking about this guy so much, right? Leave him behind. If it was meant to be, it would have happened by now. She's being very strong. Wow. Queen of Wands. This is a really attractive woman. This is a really sexy woman. She goes to get what she wants. She may have felt mortified that it had taken so long for this guy to come out with anything pertaining to his feelings. The Sun. Okay. But she may also have been enlightened that there was another woman this guy was quietly seeing. Leo there. The High Priestess. So this is the time where she may find out, or he admits, that the reason why he was sitting on the fence was that he was casually dating someone else because he thought this connection was going to stay casual. It's almost as if he's trying to explain to her, well, yeah, but you never told me you really wanted a relationship. Although, guys, I mean, most women, I wouldn't say all, but I would imagine most women who date for quite a long time are not usually happy with that continuing for years, right? So I think this guy may have made an excuse. Oh, but you didn't tell me you wanted a relationship. Well, yeah, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? And I think he either admitted the fact that there was another woman in his life, or she realized that she had to make a decision that was right for her, which was to detach. So she may have found out that he was casually dating somebody else, but she hasn't reached back out to him. Eight of Swords, but she's been doing a lot of thinking. She's been doing a lot of thinking. How does this King of Cups feel? Tell us about the other woman. Tell us about the other woman. The other woman could be a Taurian, or the other woman he may have been casually seeing might have been married. Might have been married. He may have been quietly dating a married woman. And for him, that would have been something that might be very convenient because, of course, if she's married, she's not going to put pressure on him to get serious because she's already married. He may have been dating a married woman because she wanted to fling with someone. She was unhappily married. But now this woman that he's been dating for quite a while, or seeing for quite a while, is saying, okay, enough, I'm detaching. I think he's stressing out about that. Is he going to end things with the other woman? Yes. Yeah. Because ultimately he may feel that she's just stringing him along because she's married, right? She may have made out that she's going to leave her husband, that type of thing. But I think this guy just wanted a casual connection in any case. But deep down, he does feel, yeah, this is not good. Yeah, he's ending things with this other woman. What's he going to say to this Queen of Wands? I think this is a very attractive woman who got very upset this guy wasn't progressing things with her, making things more serious with her. Eight of Pentacles. He may contact her and say, look, you know, I'm really sorry, but now I've realized that you're potentially going to be moving, maybe moving for a job. Can we meet? Can we talk? I think he's realizing he doesn't want to let her go. He's going to miss her. What is he saying to her if they meet up? She may agree to meet up with him. Yeah, look at that. He's looking back, realizing that these two have actually created quite a lot of memories together. Now, even guys, if a lot of those memories were purely physical, you know, there are sweet moments that must have happened between these two. I think he's realizing that she's become a sort of fixed part of his life. And so what is she saying to him? Because what she's realizing is he doesn't want her to go. Judgment. Ooh, okay. She could be a Sag, or he could be a Sag. I think she's saying to him, look, if you told me that we would seriously date, nobody else in your life, it would be exclusive, and you'd really put the effort in, I would reconsider moving to another area. I'd reconsider it. I mean, this is a really straightforward, feet on the ground woman. What would he say to that? The Magician. What he's realizing is she may change her mind about going. Page of Cups. Wow. This might be the first time that this guy says, you know what, I do care about you. After months of these two dancing around each other, keeping things all light, this might be the first time that he says something like, you know what, I'd really miss you if you left. This is a guy who may struggle sometimes showing emotion. What else is he going to say? Oh, singles. Wow. There we go. There we go. Knight of Cups. I mean, this is, I think I do love you. This is, I'm going to miss you. And then the next sentence this guy would say is, I think I do love you. And so this, I think, may make a very big difference to this woman's plans in the future. What is she thinking? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to hear. Hallelujah, right? 9 of Cups, thank God for that. He's come out with his feelings at last. And I think, guys, there's going to be a sense of celebration. This guy is leaving behind this other woman who I think is married and just wanted to fling with him. It was convenient for him because there was no pressure. And because this woman who fell in love with him didn't ask the question for maybe weeks or months on end, you know, is this going anywhere? I think he felt, well, there's no problem in this just carrying on as it always has. But this is a woman who had the courage to speak her truth, not in a demanding, angry or upset manner, but simply said, I think we're on different pages. I think we should end it, even though she knew that she'd be heartbroken. I think this guy ended up realizing how strong this woman is, how much respect he had for this woman, and realizing he wanted her to be part of his life. So guys, this is a beautiful connection, a connection that's going to very swiftly move into something I think quite serious. I don't think this guy is going to let this woman out of his sight ever again. I think these two are going to make it. So guys, I'm going to leave it there. It's been a long reading, but I hope you've enjoyed it. Take care of you. And of course, I will be back before you know it with your next set of readings. See you soon, guys. Bye now.